Hello and welcome to another Figuring Out Japan video. We actually specialize in selling Japanese collectibles and figurines. But as you can see in front of us, we will be reviewing some vintage Lego Pirates, which is pretty exciting. But you can check out the description of this video for more details, including our Facebook page and our eBay store. So basically, maybe I'll look at the set at the front. So this set is called 6265, or its number is 6265, and it's called Saber Island. So saber is actually a type of sword. So I guess it sounds, mean for a soldier's post, I guess. But it's not really in the shape of a saber or anything like that. And it was released in 1989. It originally retailed for $15.50, but I've done some analysis, which you can see in the description of the video, about how much that costs in today's terms and how that compares to some other sets. And it has 96 pieces, so it's not a really small set, but I don't know, may even be stretching it to call it a mid-sized set. And it was released in 1989, which was the very first year of the Lego Pirates. So it is a vintage set, and most of the sets from that time actually are pretty rare and collectible. And even the Saber Island, it's not a particularly large set, but probably sells for around, I don't know, I'm hesitant to say prices, but probably around $75 to $80. So you don't get a whole lot. Really, it's not a big set, but I think they've made good use of what you do get. I mean, you got a boat, you got 3 minifigures, you got a cannon, big flag, all that sort of stuff. So firstly, this is a second-hand set, so I don't really think anything was missing except a pistol. There was meant to be a pistol, one of the small guns, that wasn't there. But I think in terms of extra pieces, the gold cup I've added. Let's get that in focus. So the gold cup I've added, and this little black sort of flagpole thing for the cannon I added, and also this little shrub thing here is also not meant to be in the set. But everything else is as it is in the instructions. I did make one modification to the instructions at the top here, which I'll talk about at the end. So I don't think there's really too much to sort of review here, but I'll just show you what you get. So you get a red boat with a couple of seats, and you get the soldier and the flag, obviously, and then over here you've got the palm tree. Keeps going out of focus, and you get another soldier with 6 cannonballs, and obviously a cannon as well. And then the base, or the tower, has 2 levels, as you can see. And the pattern on the front is printed, it's not a sticker, which is good, because now that these sets are over 25 years old, the stickers probably would have gone all bad and stuff anyway. So it's still in pretty good condition. Like, this is a second-hand set, 26 years old. It's still in pretty good nick. So that's basically what you get. So the very first Pirate series had blue coat soldiers, and then they went into the red coat soldiers. I really like the blue coat ones. No particular reason, I guess, just I like blue, and also because they were the very first Imperial soldiers, it sort of just has that kind of, I don't know, nostalgic or vintage feel. But even the red coats they introduced in the early 90s, so they're still pretty old as well. So there are actually 3 ranks of these soldiers. There's the governor, which has a different, I don't have one here, but he's got a different vest and a different hat, and also a different face. And then you got these sergeant guys, which have the yellow epaulets and also beards. You made it in life when you got a beard. And actually, the Pirate series was the first Lego series that actually had non-standard faces. By non-standard, I mean that, just 2 dots and a line for a face. So the Lego Pirates was actually, I only found this out recently actually, it was the first series that had non-standard faces. So obviously the Pirates had you know, they had beards and patches and all that sort of stuff. And same with some of the Imperial soldiers. And then you got the lackeys, the chumps, who do all the dirty work basically. So they got the red epaulets and the big black hat, and they also have backpacks. Now I noticed the Caribbean Clipper, which is the ship in this series, Imperial Soldier ship, actually has these guys but with triangular hats. So maybe there's actually 4 ranks. But anyways, it's got a really nice look to it. I really like the aesthetics of it. A couple of things that they could have done differently. They could have put like a clear yellow stud here to sort of show a flame, like in this set, something like that, or even I've got one from another one, so something like that. They could have added an animal. There's no wildlife actually in this set. Normally they add wildlife. So there's no shark, no monkey, no parrot. What else? The tree is a bit small. A full-size Lego tree is about double. Really hard to see. I've got it like really twisted around, but it's about double the size. But if they had done that, the tree would have been basically as big as the tower, and so the tower would have looked really small. So it's clever that they actually used a small tree to make the tower look a bit bigger. So that's not a complaint, it's just an observation. No ladder to get up, so you kind of have to use your imagination. I noticed with some of the later sets, they did actually include ladders, like the Imperial Trading Fort, which was set 6277. They actually did have ladders and things for that. So that's not a big deal, but you know, it would have been nice if they did. And I also noticed that they just the tower. So this actually, because they wanted, I guess, the gate and then the white piece on either side, the top is 1 brick wider than these pieces. That's 1 piece. And it just kind of looks funny, in my opinion. So I actually modified it from the instructions. I actually moved the front of it out 1 as well. So it looks like an overhanging ceiling. But then the disadvantage to that is then it looks a bit silly at the back, which you can't really see anyway, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, just to sort of, I don't know, like even here, you know, this one sticks out 1 more than that. So the dimensions of the tower are a little bit strange. But yeah, again, it's not a deal breaker really. And I'm not a huge fan of the little gates. I mean, they've kept that over the years. I mean, why not use the bigger gates? But again, I mean, I like the look of it, but it's kind of a bit odd, I guess. I mean, you can pretty easily fall over the top of it. Anyway, I spoke too long about that one, so because I really wanted to show you this one. And if you haven't seen this one before, that's because you haven't. It is a custom piece. Somebody actually made it. Unfortunately, it wasn't me. Somebody actually made this set. And I just love it. I mean, it really looks exactly like the actual, you know, commercialized sets. And it's kind of weird, you know, it's like an alternate history. You know, there could have been hundreds or thousands of these out there, like the Saber Island. And the Saber Island could have been the customized piece. But, you know, it just really feels like an actual Lego set. But it's not. It's a customized one that somebody made. And it's actually pretty big. I didn't count how many pieces there are, but it's probably about double the Saber Island. And yeah, I mean, you have this like front jetty, and I did actually modify it slightly from the instructions. So I don't know who originally made it. I bought it secondhand off somebody, and I know they also weren't the original creator. But yeah, so basically I changed, because that one was meant to be on the side, but I thought, well, you can't see it, so it's a waste, so I put it at the front. And I also changed some of the things up here, like this part was meant to be down on that level, and also you can't see with the tree, but the flag was actually meant to also be in here, so it was also meant to be a bit lower. But I thought, why not stick it right up the top? So I also got 3 minifigures with this one as well, which is basically the same configuration. And I'll show you the side. I really like the back of it too. Oh, and I put the palm tree here instead of down the bottom. Gee, that's bent, the sword. So yeah, there's gold coins as well in the thing. So I actually grabbed the gold cup that you saw on the other one from this set, actually. But yeah. I just love this set. I really like it. Whoever made it did a really good job. So, oh, I don't think they did this either. Put the black pole on the cannon. It's meant to be like a plunger to put the cannonballs in. They've changed the cannonballs to grey in the later sets. I don't know if I mentioned that before. Oh, one thing as well as with the set is the side of it's grey. So it's not a big deal, but it would have been nice if they actually had the side of the base blue. But I guess that'd be pretty hard in the manufacturing process. But anyway, I just love this set. So yeah, I'd love to see, if you made a customized set, what it looks like, or if you want more details about these sets, leave a comment, or just share your memories about these sets when you were young. I'd love to hear it. Now, I do actually have the instructions. So this is the Saber Island instructions. So there's 10 steps on that. And I do actually get instructions with the customized one. So I don't have a soft copy of it, so I can't. It's a bit difficult to send. But basically, they sort of show at the front what pieces they add, and then in the next picture they've added them, and then they show the next ones, like what pieces they add. It's a little bit hard to follow actually, but it's a pretty hard thing to do, to show someone how to make a set like that. So, and if you did actually make it, I'd love to hear from you. Be interesting to know who it actually was. But anyway, I'm really glad to have this in my collection. I'm sure it's going to be there for a long time. This one isn't for sale. I managed to get this one for myself. So yeah, so just to give you an idea for size, that's an iPhone 5 case. So you can see the custom one's actually quite a bit bigger than the Saber Island. So Saber Island's pretty much exactly the same height as an iPhone 5. Yeah, iPhone 5. And these look really good, together. You can combine them with other sets, like I have the Rock Refuge above, you can combine it with that set. And I've reviewed those in separate videos. I also reviewed the Eye Schooner, which was a first on YouTube, which was, as I said, the big pirate ship. So I'll put the links in the description of the video, and yeah, also details, as I said, about the costing and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, for now, that's the Lego 6265 Saber Island, released in 1989, and also the customized piece, or the customized set. Thank you very much for watching.